Oh, hi, honey. I was just having my quiet time in the 1989 limited edition NIV Pull My Finger Bible.
Oh, how nice.
And I was reading Luke 9:23, where Jesus says, "Whoever would come after me must deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me." And I thought, how crazy. Here we are sitting beneath this painting of Jesus carrying his cross.
What a
I
coincidence.
know, it's insane. And I was also thinking about Sheila Chambers.
I was thinking about Sheila Chambers
You
myself.
caught my thought.
I caught your thought.
And so I don't know if you knew, but it's Sheila's 30-year anniversary with Young Life staff this
So
week.
incredible.
And, I was thinking about this verse in Sheila and thinking about how fitting it is that we're sitting here talking about Sheila when we're also thinking about daily taking your cross and carrying it.
It's
The
kind of perfect.
cross, it's an instrument of death. And Sheila, I think about Sheila constantly putting herself to death to take care of other people. So let's just play a game. Let's just play a game.
Okay, sounds
Like
fun.
if a adjective or a verse comes to your mind, you just about Sheila, you just blurt it out. So I'm gonna but faithfulness. I think about 30 years of Young Life staff,
It's a long time.
and I just ran the number in my head, and that is 3,152 campaigners and Bible studies minimum.
And you're not even counting leaderships.
No,
You're not even counting leadership talks.
No,
like
not even.
staff,
Not
like
even.
weekend things and
45.
all
I
that.
think it's like 5,027.
and her little summits that she does.
I mean, that's a lot of faithfulness.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Party in the USA. That's a lot of free falling. That's a lot.
Brown Eyed Girl back in the
A lot
day.
of pie in the face. Yeah.
A lot of I See a Bad Moon Rising by John Chambers.
Yeah. Chamberized. So, faithfulness. Think about thousands of people that have literally come across Sheila's path in that 30 years. And a lot of these people are wounded and she doesn't just step over them. Like she stops like the Good Samaritan to pick them up and help them on their way.
That reminds me of I was having my quiet time as well.
That's awesome.
On my phone. And I was reading in 1 Thessalonians 2, where it says, because we loved you so much, we were delighted to share with you not only the gospel of God, but our lives as well. And I think this describes Sheila to a T, because she is not the type of person or the Young Life leader that just goes to club and campaigners and then maybe the occasional football game when she can fit in her schedule. She is there 24 hours, 7 days a week on call. She's like an emergency room doctor where if a need arises, she's there.
She should have a badge that she wears around. It says first responder. Because when you need someone, doesn't matter what time, what the circumstances are, if you're in a real pinch, you call Sheila. You call Sheila first. First responder.
I was home this Christmas, and I confess I made a phone call to Sheila at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, and she picked up the phone.
Of course she did.
Of course. And I know I'm not the only person that calls Sheila at 3 a.m. in the morning.
I got another word, love. The Bible talks about love, that it binds everything together. And Sheila has a lot of great characteristics. We could sit here for an hour. But
Hours.
Hours. But if you think about love, it brings all those things together. And Sheila loves Jesus. She loves the lost. And she loves other believers. And, it's a little bit what you were saying. She's not like she has an on switch or an off switch. Like, when she's doing her Young Life thing and she loves people. I've seen her down at Rolling Hills Swim Club. I've seen her at the schools. I've seen her in the community just loving people and loving God.
Yeah, and that's a lot of hard work. And the rest of my verse that I was reading, it says, you are our witnesses. Wait, where is it? So surely you remember, brothers and sisters, our toil and hardship. And back to our original theme that we started this whole brainstorming session with, that when you're a Christian, you love, it requires toil and hardship. It's not easy to love people sacrificially. And when I think of Sheila, part of the package is toil and hardship. because she carries a big burden. Not only is she running clubs, but she's taking care of leadership and all of the leaders.
Think of all these leaders like under her wings, like an eagle's nest, like that analogy.
Yeah.
Think of all the leaders that Sheila's mentored over 30 years. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so when I was having my quiet time yesterday, I was reading Philippians 2, verse 20, and it says, I have no one else like him who takes a genuine interest in your welfare. For everyone else looks out for his own interests, not those of Jesus Christ. And I mean, what a fitting verse for Sheila. And that really encapsulates that Sheila is setting aside her own interests and looking out for other people. The Christian life is a spiritual battle, right? Ephesians talks about that all the time. And if you had to have somebody in a foxhole, I mean, I would want you, but Sheila, you would want Sheila in your foxhole with you.
She'd be a good warrior to have with you.
She would.
It's a blessing and it's a privilege to rub shoulders with Sheila.
And you've known her a long time, and you did club with her.
We were
in
club kids together in 1980, and from that point on, we led club together, 3 different clubs.
Yeah. I've seen her for 15 years. I think we've been anyway. Sheila,
hey,
hey Sheila, congratulations!
Way to go on 30 years of being a Young Life staff person.
Hey, we're gonna sum up your Young Life 30 years in 20 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Green Hills Pioneers, WINTON, Winton, Woods, ooh, You wish you were an Indian, ooh, You wish you were an Indian. Congratulations, Sheila.
Here's a 30 more, God willing.
We love you. Hey, one take.